Hello and happy 2024. So we are 7 days into the year, and I wanted to talk about my word. And because I am DeAnda, I want to talk about the fact that I have actually three words, and there's a story behind it. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Sweet Spot with DeAnda. I am DeAnda, and Happy New Year. I am going to put on my face while I am giving you this bit of information, so bear with me. Um, I was talking to my coach, Antonia of Brown Girl Agility. And she told me that I needed to think about what I want my word for 2024 to be. So I started giving that some thought. I was also with my mindful therapy group, and it came up again. And in that session, the word butterfly came up. And it was kind of born out of one, you always see butterflies with my posts, and that is kind of like my spiritual animal, if you will. Um, and Just thinking about the things that I want to accomplish in this year, and um, how I want to accomplish those things and what that will, I think, look like. The journey of becoming a butterfly and being a butterfly, caterpillar into this beautiful, colorful, um, spiritual animal, really, is why I landed, I think, on butterfly as my word. And the more and more I thought about it, the more it just really meant, yeah, that's it, you know. Um, so that was one of them. The other word is, the other word, excuse me, sorry about that. The other word is was kind of born out of me taking this kind of playful internet test to find out your word. And, it asks you a series of questions. I want to say maybe, and I'll link it in the description box. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'll link it in the description box below so you can do the same. Again, it's kind of a playful thing. It's not, kind of a scientific, kind of etched in stone type of thing. But the way that they help you kind of, you know, develop or come up with your word includes asking you a series of questions. Like one of them was, um, you know, look at these pictures and which one resonates in terms of where you want to travel to. And I think I put France. Um, so, yeah, I mean, they had options, and the other options didn't appeal to me so much. And that travel is, in my um, goals or kind of list of things that I want to accomplish this year. So that was easy. Um, Even though France is not necessarily in my list of places that I want to travel to this year, that was based on the list that they had was, kind of the only one that resonated with me. So there were some other things that I guess kind of went under that, um, notion of explorer, if if you will. So, again, they asked you a series of questions. I want to say it was maybe 10 questions, in total that they asked. And I kind of like that word. I like the word explorer. And I kind of like how that will fit into, um, the things that I want to accomplish this year. So, first there's a butterfly, and in the minute I will kind of give you kind of the context in which I am kind of positioning these words for the year. So, the next word is receive. And I think that one is kind of encompasses all of it, 'cause I want to, be in a receptive mode. Because I feel like I, kind of jumped into this year. I won't say jumped. I'm easing into this year with this, kind of list of things that I want to get started on. Some of them new, some of them, I already have, some, I've started some of them, if you will, and I want to add traction to them and add a little bit more body, to accomplishing them and moving them forward. Some things that I will be putting the cap on and finishing up, and I'm done with that. Um, so receive also will be kind of under the umbrella of the accountability piece and the accountability partners um, that I have in my life. And that includes, friends and family, and how to receive that support, the accountability groups that I'm a part of, again, how to receive that support and how to then also give support, because I feel like receive is a word that goes, in two directions. You give and you receive, right? And so it'll be me receiving, things, love, support, and all those things, and it'll also be me giving those things, giving those things out, right? Um, so that's it. I have three words: butterfly, um, explorer, and receive. So how do I? So what? You can have more than one. Obviously, because I do. um, but for me, the way that I want to kind of look at the calendar, this year's calendar, and look at how I'm going to kind of put those words into play is to, um, I think, start off with um, butterfly. Again, it's kind of the full journey of becoming a butterfly. And I think that, through this first quarter, if you will be kind of like the butterfly stage. And I want to say maybe, 3 to 6 months will be, fully, just kind of getting things in order and, what I'm going to tackle first versus what I'm going to kind of pause and not put a whole lot of energy in, but maybe, kind of look at what the plan might be for certain things. And then move into receive. Although I feel like receive is going to encompass the entire year because I want to make sure that I am, giving support, receiving support throughout the year, right? Um, and but I think, towards like the mid year is where I will, kind of lay more focus to receiving. And again, that's just the way I'm thinking about it. And then the latter part, and that's when I want to do more traveling, is going to be that explorer piece. Now, I feel like, again, explore will be throughout the year because there will be, some things that I will be traveling a little bit, in the spring and actually next week. Um, uh, so, there will be some, traveling involved, but I feel like there will be more emphasis on the explorer part of it towards the latter part of the year, maybe starting in September, moving towards the end of the year, right? So that's my take on it. I encourage and hope that you will find or have found your word. I had mentioned on a previous post how I have and will be creating a new. I created a vision board. I know I'm like talking all over the place, but I created a vision board, a digital vision board for 2024, and I looked at it and I think I want to kind of revamp it again. And that's the thing with a digital one, you get to do that, right? So I want to revamp it and then I'm going to print it. And so I can, also post it on the wall and I'll have it on my phone. So it'll be with me everywhere. Um, and I can have that, kind of encouragement um, throughout, wherever I am. I can pull it out and have that, kind of the words, the images that will just, kind of feed into this 2024 of, the butterfly receiving and exploring throughout the year. So again, I encourage you all to do the same. Um, as I said, coming up with your word can be, the things that you are seeking. It can also be the things that you hope to have. It can be one word, it can be 10 words, it can be a whole poem. It can be whatever you want it to be because that's the thing, it's yours. And people will, say stuff like, "Oh, well, how do you do such and such?" Or "What is the proper way to create your word or come up with your word?" It's yours. So you get to do it any way you want to do it, right? Um, so I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to, if, providing you with inspiration and ways of being, to create a vision board to kind of give you evidence of what you want. So you kind of have that, and I'm using finger quotes here, roadmap to your goals. And I feel like that's what a vision board does. It kind of gives you a roadmap of these are the things that I want to accomplish. And, this is how, you go about doing that. I have a coach who's helping me shape those things into chewable pieces and carving out, how exactly to reach those goals and accomplish those goals in a way that at the end of the year, I can look back and say, okay, yes, I checked that off. I did that, that was accomplished. I got that done. And I got it done in a way that I know, oh, I need to, get help with this to get this done. Or I know I can do this on my own. Let me go ahead and do this. I can put this on the calendar. I can map out, whatever the steps might be and all those things. So figure out what your thing is. Find your sweet spot in creating your word for the year. Find your sweet spot in developing your roadmap or your vision board and do all the things, y'all. Get in there and do it. I wish you the happiest of New Year's. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about 2024. Thank you so much for watching. And please like and subscribe below. And I will put in the description that little, excuse me, link to finding your word for 2024. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.